Good morning and welcome to Transwest Truck Trailer RV of Frederick. My name is Callie Say and I'm here at Transwest and Horse Trailer Sales. So for those of you that are familiar with us, we are Cimarron and Logan dealers, and usually we have a really large variety of inventory here on the lot for new trailers. Right now we've probably got more used trailers than new trailers available, but that's because a lot of people have already pre-ordered their trailers, like the one behind me, so that they get exactly what they want when it comes off the line. So every single Cimarron that we build is a custom built trailer. It's just if it comes in on inventory, there's a good chance that we were the ones that designed exactly how we wanted it. This trailer back behind me is a 2022 Cimarron Norstar 3-horse gooseneck, and it was actually designed by one of our customers. So they went through a lot of our videos, they walked the lot, they decided which features they wanted to keep, which ones they could live without, and the result is this trailer right behind me. So for those of you that have really big horses, you guys know the struggles of finding a trailer that's going to fit those big warm bloods and thoroughbreds and drafts and draft crosses in it without having height or width issues. So this trailer right here is actually 7'10" tall. It's 19.5 feet on the floor and it's 7'6" wide. So the person that purchased this trailer has really good sized horses. She wanted them to be very comfortable when they ride. She wanted to think through every aspect of how their travel would go on this trailer, and I think that she did a pretty dang good job of setting it up so that her horses are going to load in and out comfortably and get to and from places without issues. So let's take a tour. So the first thing you'll notice is this trailer has 2 spares on it. They are Goodyear Endurance tires. They're 16-inch. Every Cimarron comes standard with aluminum wheels. The Goodyear is something they switched to recently, so that's something you'll see on all their 16 inches going forward, which is really cool. This is another thing that she debated on, and I have never seen anybody regret putting a hydraulic jack on their trailer, but I've seen lots of people regret not doing it. So the cheapest time to put a hydraulic jack on is during the build process. That way you're not paying for a single leg jack, having to replace it later on. The labor is also a little bit cheaper to put it on during the build process when they're already in there building everything from the ground up. So if you're hesitant about doing a hydraulic jack on your build trailer, chances are 99% of the people that buy one of these are happy that they've done it. So that's going to make it really easy. This trailer's a good size. It's, like I said, extra tall, extra wide. It's going to be a lot easier than hand cranking it up and down. We have a battery on this trailer for that hydraulic jack. Cool thing about that battery is it allows all your lights to work when you're not hooked up to power. So there's a little battery disconnect in there. Green is go, red is off. So it's really nice to remember to turn that battery disconnect off when you're not using it, when it's in storage, so that you don't have to worry about a dead jack when you go to hook up. You do have a manual override in case you need to, in case you've left something on and your battery is dead and you need to get somewhere in a hurry, you can always manually override that jack. And she's actually going to be doing a water tank underneath this trailer as well, but it hasn't arrived yet, so once it gets here, our shop will install that. So as we work our way to our tack room, this is a 4-foot front tack. It's on a slant wall, so your 4-foot short wall, 8-foot long wall. That gives us lots of room to do a big 42-inch wide door and a swing-out saddle rack. These swing-out saddle racks have become extremely popular. They just make it so much easier. You can just have your horses right here. All of your tack is right here, easy to grab. Your blanket bars can go up high. Some people will do like the blanket bars on a gas shock on the door, but this is an interchangeable system, so if she ever needed to add more saddle holders or more blanket bars, it's just some bolts and nuts that you have to unscrew, and you can move these up and down to place them exactly how you want. So this is on a gas shock, so when it swings out, it stays out, and when it swings in, you don't have to worry about latching it back or anything like that. It will hold in place. Fold-up step is a must-have, especially on anything wider than 6'10". I think it just makes it so much easier to get in. Otherwise, this is all the running board you would have to get in and out of your trailer if you were just to go with running board. So I think the fold-up step is an excellent idea. Brush box here on the door. One of the things I like about those 42-inch wide doors is even with the saddle racks out, you still have room to get by. So that's a really important feature if you're trying to go in and out really quickly. So on this trailer, you'll notice that she's also put a little fan up in the nose. That's going to help get some air moving through here if she's got a bed that she's laying in between shows. It'll just give her a cooler place. She can open these windows, get a lot of airflow going through. I think that's a really well thought out feature as well. And it's just on a little switch. She's got a little switch on the actual fan up above too, so that she can turn it on and off from up there. Up here we have a shelf with a closed rod underneath. That's something we try and do standard on all of our inventory for this setup. I think that people really find a lot of use for it. Just keeps everything out of the way, nice and organized, and everybody can always use extra storage. On this wall here, we carpeted the entire partition wall. I really like doing that because if you've got anything in here sliding around, if you've got bridles swinging back and forth, it's going to be a lot quieter for your horse right on the other side. Carpet really helps muffle a lot of sounds, and that is a huge reason to carpet this whole partition wall, because even if you've just got bridles, we'll always carpet behind the bridles, but you might have boxes or like anything rubbing back and forth against this wall is going to annoy those horses. So doing this whole wall is just a really great idea. A lot of people will put a corner water tank right here. As I mentioned, she's got a custom one that's getting installed. Rubber mats is a really cheap upgrade. It's something I recommend to all my customers. We've either got that gray rubber tread, or we've got these black rubber mats that we can put in there. And honestly, it just makes it so much easier to clean. My last trailer had carpet, my new one has rubber mats. I'll take the rubber mats. Right here, you've got a boot box that goes all the way across. It's a foot wide by the full length of this, or the full width of this trailer. So it just makes it for a nice place to step up, sit down, and storage. We've got some extra little bridle hooks right here. She can hang things right when she gets in. If she wants to throw the bridles that she's going to be using that day right here, they're really easy for her to grab. So as we work our way around here, you'll notice kind of just the height of this trailer. It'll become really apparent when you get in that stall area. It's going to be really open and inviting. On the exterior here, you've got a big 16-inch awning light right above. This is generally where you'd be tacking your horses up or untacking them. And if it's dark or late at night and she's not hooked up to her truck, maybe she wants to use her tack room or her front tack as her main tack room. This is going to be a great option for her so she can see what she's doing. That battery really comes in handy there. You got 3 tie rings per side. Bus windows on the hip side. If somebody wanted to, they could always do drop downs there as well, or some people will do slat sides on that. So it's up to each person. Like I said, these are custom built trailers, so bus windows is what comes standard, but there's always other options. This trailer is running on 2 6,000-pound rubber torsion axles. The only thing that she really could have upgraded here is she could have gone with air ride. Air ride is a costly upgrade, but it's something that we really love here at Transwest. You also have the option to upgrade your wheels and tires, so you could go with Alcoas or a heavier ply tire if that's something you're wanting to do. So on the rear here, we've got 2 big doors. They're 60/40 setup, so if she's got a horse that's really good and easy, she can just open one door, not have to put both of them back, and she doesn't have to worry about having 2 doors to close. Gives them lots of space, especially on these 7.6 wide trailers. You've got a lot of room to move around. But as you can see, if we are doing both doors open, it is really wide and inviting. On the floor here, this is not something you typically see. Rubber mats are what's standard, but worm flooring is an upgrade that we recommend to a lot of people. Worm flooring just makes it really easy to maintain. You don't ever have to worry about pulling your mats out. You don't have to worry about pitting and corrosion happening underneath. A lot of people get confused and think that worm flooring is the draining floor. This is actually a completely sealed floor, so the urine will not drain through. When you have a draining floor, like on our Logans, you either have to drill holes or it has to be set up to drain ahead of time. So our Logans have the aluminum slats that allow that urine to get out without causing any damage, but we don't really like drilling holes in our aluminum floors. Cimarron has the strongest floor on the market. It's 4-inch centers with a V-truss every other. And we just don't think that there's a real good reason to compromise any of that. So we recommend worm flooring. Comes in a variety of colors. You can see she picked 2 different colors for a nice calming atmosphere for a horse to get in. So there's a lot of options. You can check out the worm flooring page and see all their color selections. And Levi at Worm has a lot of really great suggestions if you're wanting to mix and match. So in this stall area, we've got oversized stalls. So standard on our Cimarrons is 39-inch wide stalls. We add 3 inches for these warm blood trailers to each stall. And then this last stall is actually 54 inches wide. So what that does is it gives them a little bit more room. Generally, if you've got a big bodied horse, they're gonna need a little bit more space, makes them a little bit more comfortable. The fans have continued in the stall area. So there's a switch right over there that controls them, and then each one is on its individual switch. These Cimarrons have an insulated FiberTech roof. You've got roof vents, you've got bus windows, you've got huge drop windows. So the issue really isn't keeping them cool while you're moving, but if you're somewhere where there's stagnant air and you're stopped, those fans really do help keep that air moving around for those horses. Just makes them feel a little bit better. If you think about it, when you're on a hot day and you can have some air blowing on you, even if it's 90 out, it will make it feel a lot better. So having moving air is really important. She wanted padded dividers on this. So we've got pads on the walls, on the dividers, full stud divider here. That is standard. You can always do a partial if you want. She went with the solid type, but we do have a airflow type if you like the bars. And we can do a completely full divider. So floor to ceiling, all the way enclosed. There's lots of options. Like I said, these are custom trailers. We like to show you guys what the customers decide to do because honestly, they have the best ideas. On this escape door here, you do have a chest bar. So if you do open that escape door, you will not have a horse come jumping right out at you. It's a nice heavy duty bar. Really easy to take off. That escape door is nice if you're only hauling 2, because you've got this stud divider here. You can always use this first stall as extra storage. So it kind of just gives you lots of options. I've got these dividers clipped back. So we're on a little bit of a hill here. They are spring loaded, but it is nice that if you've got a problem horse and you need these all the way clipped back, or you need to run a mare foal to the vet, they can kind of stay nice and safe out of the way. The best place for those dividers to ride though is in their holders, and that is because they are heavy duty extruded aluminum, and I mean heavy. So we want those hinges to maintain well for a long time to come, and the best thing to do is give them some support. Some people will throw a rear ramp on that. It's something we can do here, or we can do during the build process. So as we work our way around here, some other things I wanted to point out is we've got this extruded aluminum side here. This is actually something that I think will help with the structure of your trailer. So it's not just for looks, even though it's really pretty. It's actually got triple hollow slats running through here. So there's a radius. When you give something a radius, you add strength to the side of your trailer. So what this does, these interlocking slats will actually help keep the sidewalls of your trailer a lot stronger. A lot of trailers, they will flex as you go down the road. So the more that you can keep everything tight and in place, the better it will be in the long run, because it'll be less flex on all of those joints. You'll notice that you don't see any welds on the exterior here. Everything is interlocking. All the welding is done on the inside. Gives it a super clean appearance, and it also makes it a lot stronger. So all those extrusions that Cimarron owns increases the strength of this trailer exponentially. Big drop windows on the head side. Those jail bars, they're all one piece. You don't have to worry about moving a certain piece to get these things to drop down. I really like that because it's less chance of something to fail. So you can run with these down if you want, but if you have to throw hay or anything like that, these come down nice and easy. We've got a smaller drop down on this door with the door framing. It does have to be a little smaller, but honestly, it's probably about the size of most of the competition anyways. Right here, you really get an idea of how big this trailer is. Like I said, that 710 tall is what we usually do for our 6-horse head-to-heads. Just gives it so much more headroom inside, so your horses will be nice and comfortable if you've got some really big ones. So I know you guys love this trailer. I think that it was really well designed, really well thought out. We do something similar like this on our lot, so you can always take a look at some of the ones we've built previously. But if you want to reference this one, when you call in, it's 5N211439. It's a 2022 Cimarron Norstar 3-horse gooseneck. My name is Callie Say. I love putting these custom trailers together. I think that people are so much happier when they've designed it themselves and they've thought out every little detail so that it's exactly what they want. A lot of trailers like these are going to be somebody's forever trailer. So please give me a call. My name is Callie Say. My phone number is 970-309-6368. I would love to discuss what we can do to build a trailer with you. Have a great day.